Hey beauties, good evening to you. Lord, when you have something that you want to talk about, but there's just so many things that you just come across, that's just coming across one's mind. Let me say that way, speaking the second person in my mind. Let me drag it there. So I'm watching news. Boy, the lines are so familiar, eh? And I'm listening where, the news reporter is saying that the Integrity Commission is asking for, oh God, I don't want to call her name wrong. So I think it's Mrs. Dalrymple, the Speaker of the House, the elderly lady, to, what is the word now? Maybe because it's night now, I'm tired, so the words are not coming. When you resign, jeez, my goodness. I was about to say step down, but to resign because the statutory declarations did not match up to reality. Let's say it in a nice way. And I don't know what took place in Parliament today, in the absence of the Prime Minister. I think he was at some conference speaking to some international people, of over 500 of them, based on what the news is saying. I don't know if it is in Jamaica or it is overseas. And, they didn't like the fact that I was listening to the opposition leader saying that he should have been there. Anywho, the members of the opposition party, they walked out because I don't know what it is. I don't know if it is in light of the speaker still being the Speaker of the House and not resigning, and I don't know if the speaker interrupted them. I don't know what was done. There seemed to be some sort of an issue where the PNP and the present Speaker of the House, because this is not the first with this whole walking out, in fairly recent time. Remember that happened in a few months ago in March, April, with that sitting House of Representatives, or whatever it is what it wants to be called. I don't know the correct political terms. But this is where I want to go with the conversation. Now, you know how we would say give unto Caesar what's due unto Caesar. The Bible says if you basically do not spare the rod and spoil the child, because basically you'll be raising a monster. People should be held accountable for whatever wrong is done. And we know the whole gamut of holding people accountability. It is not just because we want to point, hopefully, for punishment, but we want for reform, for people to move from darkness into light. Just as how when you go to school, you move from dunce to bright, from illiterate to literate. So it is about reforming, rehabilitation, transformation, not just change. Because as I said, you can change for the worst, or you can revert to the old way. And there's really no comprehensive change for the better. The two political parties in Jamaica, Lord have his mercy upon us. Have his mercy. I'm wondering if both parties don't feel ashamed to see that overall, please don't pick a one thing here or a two thing there, but overall Jamaica has not done well, and neither of you have really made an indelible mark in this country. Personally speaking, for me, none of you really should have been walking out. I don't care if it was on the other side. None of you should be walking out. If you're not walking out, all of you should be marching out to resign. Maybe on both sides, I would leave about 3 at best. A friend of mine said not even peace she would want to remain. Not even peace or one on upon the two sides she would want to remain. To be honest, I probably, if for me, you can make Damon Crawford, Lisa Hanna, I don't know. I think she's still determining. She's, holding steadfast, almost, I don't want to say stiff-necked. She's holding steadfast in coming out of representational politics. She has seen it all, I'm sure, and experienced it all. And she wants to come out. Lisa Hanna, for me, she can remain. Damien Crawford. Perhaps this current opposition leader here. And there was somebody else that I'm thinking of. The names are not so good with the names. On the GLP side, maybe. I know a lot of you are still upset with Floyd Green, but let it go. I know what he did was wrong, and I guess you wanted him to be held accountable, and I don't even know what to say where that is concerned, because I have to be fair. But I think he's a good MP, and there's potential for him to be even better. He can remain. Terry Long can remain. I don't even remember some of the names offhand. Because I personally had loved, my favorite, but he's no longer in politics. That is the Honorable Bruce Golding. And I didn't mind Audley Shaw. I know people thought he was very feisty and, sometimes may come off disrespectful, but I liked him, but he's an older man now, and his voice, the Michael Jackson sound, my heart goes out to him with that sort of a voice. But truth be told, they need to dismantle the 200. Everyone on the show that did march out today just left the place empty. Make a look on the chairs them. Everyone on the basically should have marched out today, not just the PNP, because the 200 make peace. The 200 make PIECE, and certainly they don't make PEACE in this country. The 200 just fight this one, this, that one, that, this one, that, this one, that, this one. I don't even know who is still. No shame. So no good leader. Una day that this place before Jamaica ban. Una day before Jamaica ban. No for no. Una day so before Jamaica ban, and look at the condition of the country. What them call Little America. Who do not even move out of third place, still third world country. I don't know if you're not sure third world or fourth world or fifth world, sixth world, seventh world, eighth world, ninth world, 10th world. Basically 90% of them should have walked out. Not one on have the right to even talk about this lady. She claims she has forgotten. Maybe it's true, maybe it's a lie. I don't know. Because there's that possibility, I mean, it's an elderly lady. You can hear it in her voice when she speaks. It's an elderly lady, so maybe she really did. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I literally don't even know what to say. They all on should have packed up and walk right out and never return. As we say, the few little names that we call on both sides can remain, because you can't get rid of everybody. I know everybody, this, that, or the other. As I said, I know I'm upset with Floyd Green, but give him a chance. Not to say that he should not be held accountable. Wasn't he? I remember he had resigned at one point, and then they put him in back in something. I mean, if he's doing his job, and what can he do? He did what he did, and I'm not excusing any wrongdoings. Don't get me wrong, but is he the only one? Was he the only one? And there are far more that are doing far more. I mean, greater problems, and they're still there. People lauding them nonetheless. Who are the 6 illicit enrichers? Who are they? Where they fall? Because one party said none is over this side, and one, if it's not over this side, it must be the other. But because the other two political parties that are on the books, come on, they're not even known. You have UIC, you have what the other one the name? NDM still a keep. A friend of mine call it not a damn member. My goodness gracious me, when I saw the walking out, I want to pop up. I saw never have one full black for bowl and tumble on the ground in a laughter. Because that's how I felt when I saw it. I want to pop up in laughter. We're not signifying anything. There's no... You can't be holding up your heads high and saying, oh, I'm showing that I'm standing up because, the lady should step down and we're going to hold people accountable. The whole of to be held accountable. The whole the 1 and 2 names we call, give them a chance. Like when they have you on suspended sentence, sort of a situation, some of them. The whole of should have walked out and never return. To be honest, I don't know what you're saying they're doing for this country. You don't say what you know, sir. Today, even when I heard the current Minister of Finance saying that they what you call the money? You remember the other day when they had posted something about the criminal money that they collect from get from criminals. That technically something to that effect, that the monies are not really taxpayers' monies. Because I don't want to get in trouble. I'm sure just continue throwing some not what we should say now. Some little, the sand. Not sand. There's a country, remember when they sail the shoes after that former president. His father was a president, and them says the highest form of disrespect when them do that to you. Maybe, I don't know, make a duck. When I heard they say that, I said to myself, Jamaica, no sir, no, me not even know what to say. Me don't know, the two one. Guys, follow me on TikTok. subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please share this message.